106 kilometers, 5,293 meters of height, all around Zugspitze for the Zugspitz Ultratrail. And the big question, can AI prepare me as a coach for this? Okay, so let's basically get you quickly into this. You have the Zugspitz Massiv in the middle. You have Garmisch on the top, which is the start and the finish line. And you will run all around this massive part here. Also cover some topics here. Get a last approach right till the end and get back to the finish line. Yeah, you will start around 750 meters. Just reach up for a first part. The second part to the highest point, which will be around 2,190 meters. Get back, get up, get back. Some smaller part, some smaller part, some smaller part. And right at the end, a last approach till around 2,000 meter. And back to the finish line. This will then be 106 kilometers and over 5,200 meters in height. The big question, of course, is why am I doing this? If you ask me why I'm going to run an ultramarathon over 100 kilometers through the Alps, the answer would take a whole nother video. First thing first is, of course, I love great challenges or new challenges, and I've never run over 100 kilometers ever. Second thing is I love to experiment things and doing things maybe a bit on another way than it's typically done. So where am I coming from? Mainly I'm into climbing and bouldering, also running. I conquered 2 marathons. I did an ultra trail race in the mountains already, which was 45 kilometers. I've did a triathlon in Olympic distances, and yeah, just did another marathon this year. So I'm from a basis quite prepared for this and prepared to do some challenges and prepared to enjoy some mountain views. So this is where I'm coming from. Why AI is maybe your next question. I mean, in the end, I'm super curious and data driven and like the idea of having a coach, which is not only preparing a training plan for myself based on my data, but also adjusting on how my training is going, how maybe circumstances change. This is the first thing. As I said, I love to experiment and maybe tackle things with a minimal approach and like the Pareto principle to see where things can already function or work out even with more minimal input, so to say. What I'm meaning by the Pareto principle is quite simple. Imagine those are 100% of effort you can give, and you only take those 20% out of it. And with that, you can already reach, if this is what you can reach, 80%. What are 80% is always the question. 80% can also be 80% of how hard the effort will be to finish such a race. But yeah. And what I like about that is the fact that you not need 100% to conquer to such big goals as an ultramarathon. If I'm not training for something or enjoying my free time with good people, I'm sitting in front of the computer and doing management consulting stuff. And maybe this is also why I'm super interested in how technology and especially AI can change the way we tackle or conquer things. What is my tool stack? What is my setup? It's quite simple. I have a Garmin watch, I have an HR strap for precise data input, use OpenAI ChatGPT as my AI coach with coaching tasks like generating a simple training plan, adjusting this training plan with weekly check-ins, adjustments based on my training progression, on my fatigue, my sleep, my nutrition, my tapering, also advising me like a coach on my race strategy, nutrition while racing, mental preparation, and so on and so on. That's basically my tool stack and my setup. What challenges do we have? I have 4 simple challenges. I'm living in Hamburg, so I have around, I don't know, max 100 meter elevation gain.
Yeah, you know, the problem is this is probably the highest mountain in Hamburg, so hard to train for heights.
The second thing is I've never run beyond 50 kilometers. I already did a ultramarathon in the Alps, so I've run over 10 hours, but did not run beyond 50 kilometers for now. The timeline is quite short, so to be fully transparent, I'm training since the beginning of this year. So I have a normal base training I'm doing continuously, and I'm training specialized since the beginning of this year. Firstly for a marathon I finished in April, and now I'm getting into this specific training, so I have around 1.5 months for specific training preparation for the Zugspitz Ultratrail. And last but not least, I need to do all of this while working full-time, while having a normal daily life with everything I love besides doing this. Okay, so what's the idea behind this? The idea is to make 3 episodes out of this. This is the first episode where I'm just giving you an intro to this whole project. The second will be a race day documentation with everything from gathering my bib number to finishing the race. And last but not least will be a summarization, a recap episode on how this project went. Okay, don't forget to subscribe and also to comment. What do you think? Can AI be enough for a coach for this?